Hello and welcome to all you Scorpios out there. First of all, I want to say a big thank you for those who have been keep on supporting me, and I'm going to start straight away. I think this light is not really ideal. There's so much sun in here. My goodness, why don't you just be smart, Veerle, and close the curtains? You see how practical I am? Let's get started with you Scorpios. I can't really wait because there's so much going on for you on a very Scorpionic kind of level. So let's get into it. First of all, this is a month where all people will feel that things are going forwards again, because a lot of planets are going forwards. So Mercury is going forwards and Venus is going forwards, your ruler, your ancient ruler, Mars is going forwards, Jupiter is going forwards, and Saturn is going forward. So that means that we are going into new territory, that we can do new things. But for you, it's a bit different than all the other signs. Why? Because I'm going to be talking a lot about this new moon. There are two new moons, one in your sign and at the very end of the month. So I think it's on the 30th. I'll better check that, won't I? Don't run away, you dear Scorpios. I just want to be sure. Because I know you Scorpios like the truth. And there is a new moon on the 30th. I was correct. On 7 degrees of Scorpio. So if you've got planets there, there's some new beginnings starting for you. But let's start about that other new moon, which is happening in your 12th house. Why do I mention that new moon? Because it's a very positive one. And it's squashed between Jupiter. So Jupiter is in the midst of that new moon. A new moon is always an ending and a new beginning, basically. And Libra is, of course, the sign of Libra. Even if it's in your 12th house, it's about relationships as well. So there is, for a lot of us, like this new way of relating. This new way of, hopefully a better way. That's the purpose of it, but a new way of relating with others on a healthy based way, not on too much take, too much giving way, but on a way with healthy boundaries, basically. And why is this so significant for you? Because this new beginning, so to speak, it's happening on the 1st of October, but you will feel that energy for a long time because that Jupiter stays there for a year. So this energy in your 12th house, the house of release, actually, is showing that a lot of Scorpios, not all of them, of course, these are general horoscopes, but a lot of Scorpios are letting go of one or maybe two or maybe more relationships. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing at all. It's when these relationships are not suiting you anymore and are negative or toxic. And I don't have to explain to a Scorpio what a toxic relationship is. It's a relationship that is not fair. It's a relationship that is can be about control or manipulation and seduction, getting what you want. But of course, the higher levels of Scorpio, they know that that's not real. That's fake, actually. And that's why the higher octave of Scorpio is letting go and of the release of what is not suiting you. And this is a very tough lesson for Scorpios, for everyone who's got some planets in Scorpio. So, but this is happening on the background. So, and if you say, no, there's not really a relationship that is toxic in my life, good for you. Keep on exploring and keep on making more of them. But what it does mean is that it can also mean not significantly a person, but a way of relating. So in general. So there is for you like this old way that you release, an old pattern, so to speak. So maybe your pattern was, if you get into a relationship, whatever a relationship it is, business or friends or whatever, you want to take control. That's quite often with people who've got Planet is in Scorpio. You want to take the control. But maybe now you are seeing that this is out of fear and this is not suiting you anymore because it's getting negative. You're getting obsessed, or you're getting, you're not being content because you have to do all the work or whatever. So it's about this pattern of relating that for a lot of Scorpios, especially if you have a Scorpio rising, is just, it just has to go. And because Jupiter is involved, it probably will go quite smoothly. And so there you create this whole new space for a new kind of relating to other people, where you feel even way stronger than you already are. So you don't have to manipulate, you don't have to control anymore, you don't have to, you know, at a certain level, you sense that this is not you, that you don't want this because this is not giving you power, it's taking your power away. And I think a lot of Scorpios are seeing this, and maybe in all kinds of sorts of relationships, especially when Venus was in your sign last month as well, but also up until the 19th, Venus is still in your sign. And that is significantly a time where you are looking at, what do I want? What do I really, really want? You know, especially Venus in Scorpio. It's not about, I might want this. No, it's what do I really, really want? What does work for me? What doesn't work for me anymore? The thing about Scorpio is, whether you have a sun in Scorpio or a moon in Scorpio or an ascendant in Scorpio, these people, they are all in. Especially when it comes to relationship. And I talk about relationship because this all happens in the sign of Libra. And as soon as they sense that someone else, whether it is a colleague, whether it is a friend, whether it is a lover, is not that much of full investing, it's not working for you guys. It's not, and girls, it's not working. This is not what Scorpio is about. And they deserve it, you know, they deserve, when you put a lot of energy, not controlling energy, but a lot of support or a lot of inspiration or whatever into a relationship, and you don't get anything back, no, that is of course a red flag for a Scorpio. So this is what happens for all you Scorpios on a very maybe not on a level that everyone sees, because it's the 12th house is a bit of a hidden house. It can be actually being hidden for yourself, that you're not really understanding at all. But that's why you're watching this horoscope, aren't you? Hopefully you understand it a bit better. So yes, for Scorpios, very, very transformative kind of month. And you kind of like that, don't you? And especially because Pluto is involved as well. So there is this Jupiter-Pluto square going on next month, but it's activated now already. And what is this all about? This has to do with the way that you think and communicate as well, because Pluto is in your 3rd house. Now, Jupiter-Pluto connections, in this case it's not an easy one, but these aspects are one of my favorites. Why? Because you've got the planet of transformation, of authenticity, of realness, of, and you know, you kind of you Scorpios, you like that. You rather like the truth than having a kind situation, but you know it's fake. So that's Pluto as well. Pluto wants things to be open, you know, things that are under the surface or under the carpet, so to speak. You want to reveal them, and you go. And Jupiter is a planet of expansion and growth. So what you have with these two is exponential growth, but that is going very fast, but also very deep. And again, that growth for you has to do with the way that you think. It has to do with the way that you let go of some old patterns that are absolutely not suiting you anymore. And a Scorpio might wait a little bit longer to release such a pattern, but oh boy, when it releases it, it's like a new person. So, and that's good. So, and that new moon on the 30th in your house is, I mean, this is all happening in the same month. This is great. This shows that, yeah, and it's showing that you have changed but I think that's for November more. So you're going to release a lot of old baggage that is dead, and you're carrying it on with you, and you need to get rid of it. So, and last but not least, this Venus is going to transit your second house as from the 19th, which is again great for your body, great for your health, great for your confidence, great for money as well. Maybe a bit more money coming in. You earning a bit more money. But Venus in the second overall is fantastic because it's in its natural house of Taurus, and it's about your talents, your resources, how you feel about yourself. So after this whole process that might be a bit more, working behind the scenes, so to speak, there is a new beginning starting, and that is shown by this Venus in the second house. Now, this Venus in Sagittarius is going to bump into Saturn and Neptune again, but this only means that you're going to be realistic. You're going to be realistic about your health. You're going to be realistic about your confidence. And with realistic, I mean not too much and not too little. Finding this connection between being realistic but also being idealistic and having a vision there. So you might explore some new talents as well with Venus in your second house, and be very, very realistic about that. So that was it. A very Scorpionic month, I think, for you. Enjoy it, and it should go rather smoothly, because it's all connected to Jupiter, which is a very benefic to have in your 12th house. So thanks again for support, and keep on spreading those videos. I wish you all the best, and see you next month. Bye bye.